somebody is obsessed with you. Why you so obsessed with me? Everybody knows that you wanna get with me, but you're just a no. Oh, money, money, money in the future for you. You got healing hands, and you have 10 of coins, so lots of money here. It does say that access your gifts, and it says that you have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse with the Five of Wands and the Page of Swords. So with this whole obsession thing, Page of Swords, Five of Wands, you could be in a relationship where you guys have a decent sized house, but what you don't have is your own identity. It says access your gifts in the reverse, and it's at the Five of Wands, so you're only halfway full. In the Page of Swords, you're dating somebody that's a page, and I feel like you know exactly what this person does all the time. Is this for real? Are you fucking kidding me? I was just eating pizza, minding my own business. I have the biggest blister on my lip. I'm probably gonna like bulge out now. I have a hard time concentrating if I get an alley. Ooh. Okay. Some of you guys miss somebody that you might have fallen in love with slightly too. I think you have somebody that you love with all your heart, truly, and you're with this person, Mrs. Rage Your Pants. Just leave that here for you to think about the decision that you made. That's your fucking wife. So that's what you have to look at every day, and it's really bothering you. Man, oh man. And there is another person, I think, that you're in love with, that you think about, that you miss, that you broke up with probably from the past. Is my face looking good? With my fucking swollen lip? The truth is that your intuition keeps bringing this person up to surface because this person made you feel self-love. This person gave you will when you didn't have it. This person, when you felt dark, they brought sunshine into your life. This person was a true cheerleader for you, and you might have not seen that at the time that you had them, and you met this little lovely chicken nugget, and you're like, okay, I appreciate you, baby. Where'd you go? Where you at? Where's my baby? Where's my baby boo? How much I really am missing you. And that's how it goes. Yes, a lot of times we go out there and we explore, do new stuff, and we are insistent on doing things our way. You know, when Edward was here, I had this whole house. I paid for everything, literally. I even told him when he got here to take 3 to 6 months to get comfortable and establish, and that I would happily pay for everything. He was like, he had a lot of obligations, and so I just was nice. I did it, because I'm an idiot. But that's the last time the fucking page or night I'll date, but, basically, he never did end up contributing. He threw a big fit about it. I remember at one point I started to just be like, it was already like 2 years or something into our shit, and he really hadn't really spoken about contributing or what we were gonna do. So one day I just handed him the power bill or the water bill, whichever one it was, and told him that he needed to at least pay 50% of bills from this point on. Like, if he was going to live in this house, we were going to do something now after this long being together. And he just threw a fit about it. He didn't seem to really acknowledge the fact that it was hard to pay, you know, $4,000 in bills alone. And he didn't care either. He didn't care at all, actually. He was like so rude about having to pitch in. It was crazy. That's how you know your partner's a piece of shit. If they don't willingly or voluntarily help you with things and they throw a fit about helping you, no. That guy is a piece of shit. He's literally, definitely, probably a knight. Or a page. Because these people are homeless. And they're liars. And they're users. And they're manipulators. And they will live with whoever they can for as long as they can. Until you pick up on the behavior or what it is about them that they're hiding from you, which probably is the fact that they don't have shit. Look at this guy's all homeless and in rags, and the person walking away is actually sad and doesn't have a lot either, because you're not somebody that has a lot, but you would give a lot. And you know what? You really do love the people that you love. And you know what Edward told me? One day I said, well, what do you want to do? He said, I don't know what I want to do. And that's all I needed to know. I didn't need to know anything more than that after that, because somebody that doesn't know what they want says it all right there. Why are you guys waiting for somebody that doesn't know what they want or doesn't want the same things as you? We're not going to do that this year because we're too smart to get dumber. So if what you want right now in your life is something different than what your partner wants, just accept the fact that you've grown and you've developed new ideas and new concepts, new goals. You're newly developed, and there's nothing wrong with that. You didn't do anything wrong by learning and growing. It says you are here for a purpose in the reverse. You're not where you're supposed to be. There's no purpose for you to be there anymore. That purpose has came and went. And yeah, it truly has. Like, whatever this person was supposed to have taught you, you already figured out. And there is always another challenge, which will be letting them go. But this is the end of the challenge. What this person, you guys have went through something already prior that's made you even come to the realization that this person has been playing you, and it hurt you because you actually probably fell for this person, and you're just feeling a little bit discouraged, honestly, about everything, because you're just seeing that these things that you try to start, they only go so far and then they fail. But you do have a work celebration coming here in the future, and you're also asked to step into your full energy. Show gratitude for what you have in your life right now, because those are what's left in your life is all that you need, and what has been taken from your life is not what you need. And if you don't start to see the picture now, you're not going to catch on to the different clues that you're going to need to have seen in order to go through the right gateway, basically. Because you're going to be over here just like thinking in your head. Maybe you're going to be sleeping with somebody, but look, you have the Eight of freaking Swords here. Look, you can either be this or this, which was the Queen of Wands or the Eight of Swords. So you can either be very proactive, Queen of Wands, living in your energy, taking advantage of the fact that you are in this brand new, fresh, clean, slated chapter. You can do anything that you want. You can buy any dress that you want. You can do anything in the world. You can do anybody in the world. Like, honestly, this is how it feels when you're going through a breakup. So if you could be anybody in the world, we definitely voluntarily would not choose this person. I want you to know that, honestly, like, if this person is such a piece of shit and hurt you so damn bad, we need to start putting that into play and ask ourselves, like, if they're such a damn piece of shit, then why in the hell do they have so much power over me? Do you know something, you guys? Ariana Grande, she's a Cancer, but she tried breaking up with one of her boyfriends, and he ended up committing suicide, and she got really messed up over it. That's where No More Tears Left to Cry came back in. It's because after she went to counseling and tried to figure out how to deal with it, she had a lot of grief over breaking up with somebody and then having them do that. And I think his name was Malcolm, maybe. Because she was saying in her song, "Thank you next," wish that she could say thank you to Malcolm, but he's just an angel. That's what she's talking about. And I just, I hear about that, and I just think about her, and I think about Selena Gomez, and I think about people that honestly do struggle with depression. They are struggling with breakups, they're struggling with a lot of loss, grief, everything. But they're allowing themselves to be vulnerable. And you know what? That's the beautifulest thing about everything, is like, it's crazy how being strong means this thing, but is it not so beautiful that Selena Gomez carries herself with grace and doesn't allow Justin and Haley's stuff to bring her down? She's focusing on new goals, new things. She did lose her whole life. She lost Justin. She didn't want to break up with him, and then he got married a month later. She was really sad about it. But if you guys need mentors or anything, find some people in your life that are honestly going through similar things. I don't want to see you guys be like Aaron Carter. There's just a lot of people out there that honestly, they all been a part of our group. Maybe we could have all just, like, supported each other more. And people that, I know 2 people that committed suicide, and you know what I mean? Did you guys know suicide is the #1 way to die in our country? Overdose is the next, and human trafficking follows. It's pretty interesting that the land of the dreams has the top 3 ways of death, in ways that we could have all been prevented. Did you know about every 20 minutes or less a drunk driver kills somebody? Did you know in the United States 1 in 3 has herpes? Did you know that the suicide age targets ages 5 years old to 14 years old at the highest? And some of you guys might wonder why that would be. Well, if they come home to a household that has a lot of fighting and chaos, or no food, or where parents are hitting them, they don't have any choice. And their only other choice is to go home to that or to die. When you are in an abusive home, I still to this day don't tell on my abusers. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys feel like that too. And I'm sure that we'll work through it together. But I keep all of their secrets. And it does say, that that's what ends up happening to people, but we're the people. So, I guess we'll figure it all out. And that's what we're here to do, is like literally unravel those mysteries within us that are affecting our relationships. People are in such a hurry to have another relationship to feel better. Like, bro, girl, like, we're not right in the first place. Like, we're not. The reason this did not work out is because it wasn't right for us. We're not right for it. We don't even know who the fuck we are. We know what we're good at doing, and we know what we don't like, and we know what we do like. We know what makes us feel good. But who are we? Ask yourself, who are you? What are you? Like, what are we? Like, are we somebody's mom or somebody's daughter, or are we a Great Clips employee, or are we our first name? What goals do we have? It says let go of a fixed plan. And 7 of coins in the reverse, tuxedo card in the reverse. Like, oh, if expand the tucks and the reverse, probably, I just feel like you guys are, you know, for some of you guys, you do have the options card in the reverse, and I feel like you have the tucks card in the reverse because some of you are going to uncommit to somebody. There's going to be a chance that some of you guys don't want to be committed to somebody anymore. And if there's this tux and 6 of Coins, I feel like for somebody, you guys could already be, like, in a marriage. But if you're not, that could be, you might be removing yourself from a job that you have to dress in nice business clothes to be at. But, yeah, I see options in the reverse. I don't think that you're going to be messing too long with the person that you have been anymore. And I was going to tell you that Edward, he threw this big fit about moving out. He said, even though I already knew he was cheating, he said, what do you think if I just get my own place and then we could still be together, but we don't live together? Yeah, what do you think if I kicked you in the nets? What did you think about that? Would that be good for you? Fuck away from me. Anyways, so I wasn't stupid. I knew what was happening, and he just, you know, I could see what was going on with him. Well, for one, my kids were here during that time a lot because it was like COVID lockdown. You can see how they don't really do shit wrong, but Edward does not like people's kids. Oh my gosh, dude. He literally ordered food and sat out here in the living room and ate it in front of us and told us that he bet we were hungry. And literally just, like, ate his burger in front of us and, like, tried to, like, taunt us with the fact that he ordered himself food from Uber Eats and, like, nobody else. As much as he thought he was being whatever he thought he was being, he ended up making my son hate him. And my son ended up having him removed from the house by the police. So, and I don't disrespect my son. If the kids obviously would go to that extent to tell me that my son told me straight, Mom, he's a piece of shit. Fuck that guy, Mom, he's a piece of shit. And, you know, my son's 18, and it would be hard to see that, but he's a good kid. I had him very young, and he grew up with me pretty much, but he's a good kid. I love him so much. But he's got my back, you know what I mean? And I'm just grateful for him. I'm grateful for my whole family. That's the last time I let any man live with me. Because my kids never need to fucking tell me that anybody I'm dating is a piece of shit. That's fucking bullshit. You know what? It's really fucked up. But Miley, my daughter, she said, I don't even know. I think maybe Halo told me. Miley's got a knife underneath her pillow, Mom. I said, what the fuck? She's got a knife under there. She said, I don't know. Like, I think she thinks Edward's gonna, like, hurt her or something. I go upstairs. Sure enough, there's a fucking knife underneath Miley's pillow. And I hug her and I tell her what's going on, you know, and Miley's just sweet. She's a sweet girl. She's an Aries. She's a perfect example of what a woman should be and what they used to be in the old days. Very polite and respectful. Seen but not heard type thing, you know. She's got a literal fucking knife under her pillow, and this is really concerning for Miley. Miley doesn't do anything wrong ever. She literally, on every holiday, asks for books to read. She's literally heaven sent. So, the fact that my daughter, Miley, is concerned that she literally has a knife under her pillow, obviously it's a big deal. She tells me that she thinks Edward is legit dangerous and gonna hurt her. She also told me that if I did not leave him, she was not going to come over to my house for visits anymore. Miley was not kidding around, and neither was Skylar, none of my kids. It took me almost a year, I'd say at least, after leaving Edward, to earn my kids' respect back. And I'll have to touch base with Miley and actually re-ask, you know, what was it about that night and exactly that you felt like he might do? Was it like hurt you because you heard us fighting? Or like in what way were you thinking? Because Miley's intuition is actually on point. She's a smart girl. So Edward wanted to buy his own house and he wanted to move out, and he insisted that he do that. He insisted that he doesn't want to pay anything here, that this is mine. Threw a big fit and just treated us like poop, and then told everybody he was very neglected. His parents even tried to tell me and him that I only wanted Edward for his money. Edward was living with me for free, so I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, bitch. And his parents came down and literally stayed in my Airbnb for free. I don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. So, it is whatever. I definitely know without a doubt his parents did not want him to be with me because I was white and I had my own children. They didn't like it from the get-go. But he went ahead and followed everything that they wanted him to do. He got his place. He threw a big fit to do it. It took him months to get into. I think it took a year, actually, of him living at some coworker's house. That just lots of different events, and he's now finally in the place, in a place. He's renting out somebody's basement. It's a tiny little spot, and it's $1,100 a month. And then he threw it and went and got a car payment, crashed it, and then another one crashed it too. And he has all these bills because he insisted that he get out there and do whatever he was going to do. You know, leave me alone. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Like, why can't you just let me do what I'm going to do? I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying, like, we already have, you know, this. Maybe we could help each other out and do it together. No, he wanted to do it all by himself. And you know what? Every time he calls, it's to vent and bitch and complain that things are really hard for him. And I already, you know, I already know that. That's why the fuck I was asking him for help in the first place. And some of you guys might feel like that. I'm saying straight up, let go of a fixed plan. These ideas that we have of people being there for us, loving us, helping us, they're blocking us from our blessings, because people are attracted to something that looks like it has all of its parts and pieces, that looks glamorous and beautiful and exciting and up to date and everything amazing. People are not going to go to the old broke down fair ride with, you know, the one that looks mopey and dirty and sad and old and used and broken and burdened. Or would you go pick the new shiny glamorous wonderful thing? Just because we go through hard times and we complain out loud about it, doesn't mean that we're going to end up manifesting the results that we think we will. Because manifestation doesn't work the way that manipulation does. Manifestation is simply what you think, you say, and do, and that is what you receive. Some of you guys think that because you don't say out loud what you're thinking, that people don't know what you're up to. But it's not them that matter. It's God, and it's the universe. And that's energy. So what you feel, you are exposed. Like, you just need to start understanding, like, if it's not working out for you, there's either a reason or it's not meant for you. And it's not, the reason is not an outside source. Because even no matter what anybody does to you on the outside, you have the ability to set boundaries and say, don't you ever fucking disrespect me. Comprende?